If someone were to make the mark of the beast in the next 7 years and compel the world to take it, who best fits that role? Most people think the Pope. Perhaps, but keep in mind with prophecy, John the Baptist never called fire down from heaven, but was considered to be the prophetic fulfillment of Elijah. But he wasn't literally Elijah, reincarnated or cloned. Point being, fulfillment of prophecy isn't always the way people are expecting, or it's fuzzier than how they pictured it. You can study what Revelation 13 says about the false prophet on your own, but I'm going to cherry pick some parts of it and see if the person I have in mind could do the trick. Like how John the Baptist wasn't a clone of Elijah, or Jesus didn't go into the whale like Jonah, but did disappear from the earth for 3 days. To the text. He also performs great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to earth in front of people. When a SpaceX rocket launches and re-lands from heaven and the whole audience cheers, that might be fuzzier than literal fire coming down from heaven, but are you judging that with the same scrutiny as John the Baptist being Elijah? If you think modern people aren't in awe of technology or SpaceX, but they wouldn't follow Elon, but they would fall for a pope who threw fireballs. What would a fireball throwing pope do for them? It'd be a neat 2-minute amusement. The pope could melt your marshmallow and you wouldn't have to hold your arm up. Instead, use both your hands on your phone. But rockets have way more value. They are the tickets off this planet. The good news towards space immortality. A fireball throwing pope can't safely get you off this planet, like the Tower of Babel rockets can. To the text. He deceives those who live on the earth because of the signs that he's permitted to perform on behalf of the beast. What are some of the signs and wonders Elon does that people congratulate and are in awe? How is one man in charge of so many companies? SpaceX, the Boring Company, Starlink, Tesla, Neuralink, telling those who live on the earth to make an image of the beast. Is an image just a two-dimensional NFT, a comic book page? The word in Greek translated to image could also be statue. Could that be a Tesla robot? What is more likely to awe people? A drawing that talks, or a Tesla robot that is able to talk? Can a drawing kill? Can a robot? Back to the text. Telling those who live on the earth to make an image of the beast, who had the sword wound yet lived. He was permitted to give a spirit to the image of the beast, or a spirit to the Tesla robot, so that image of the beast could both speak and cause whoever would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. Could that be a Tesla robot knocking on your door, and if you don't do what it says, it terminates you, and he requires everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on his right hand or his forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark? Elon would know a thing or two about setting up a digital worldwide buy and sell. He did have his hand in PayPal, after all. The technology from Neuralink could be a stand-in for the mark. Other than Jeff Bezos, out of 8 billion people, Elon Musk seems to fit the bill the best currently. Bezos does not have a Neuralink, Tesla robots, or fan base like Elon, but Bezos does have rockets, a prominent role in the marketplace. If Amazon owned all the stuff and you had to buy or sell through them, Alexei could be a prototype for the beast robot that talks. So this is not to say like, oh, I hate Elon, I really dislike him, so I hope he's a false prophet, so God will throw him in the lake of fire and he'll get what he's coming to him. You wouldn't want that to happen to anyone. And also you wouldn't want a false prophet to come along and deceive a lot of people. And they take the mark and then they miss out on immortality with Jesus on restored earth. So this isn't like said with glee, and there are lots of things Elon does that you go, well, I like, or I like that he's a hard worker and he sleeps on the factory floor so he can get his hands on what's going on. And some of the stuff he tweeted was funny, like with AOC when it was like, oh, are you flirting with me? Or with Senator Warren, the Pocahontas, when he called her Senator Karen. when he went on the Babylon Bee, and he didn't blaspheme Jesus, but he's like, hey, I like a lot of Jesus's teachings, like an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. So there are things Elon's done where I go like, oh, I like this or I like that, but you never really know someone. You're only seeing them from the peripheral. But the other thing is, I think when the false prophet comes, he's not going to come with a sign that says bad guy, bad guy, bad guy on his forehead. That when the devil comes, he comes like an angel of light. And because Elon has some, I find, like very attractive qualities, I also, though, get more suspicious of that. Where Bezos, I go, oh, there's nothing about him, I would be tricked. There's nothing about, because it says even the elect might be deceived. I don't think Bezos would be tricking anyone. I don't think anyone would want to follow him. But Elon,